some actress on the plane, I can't remember who it was. But anyway, we're sitting there, and it's like, it's kind of an environment, it's nice and blah, 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 and Damien takes out a bottle of pills, right? And he goes, I don't even know how this transpired or why this happened or how this could have possibly happened, but he goes, hey, why don't you take one of these? And without even thinking, I was talking to somebody, I said, yeah, sure, whatever. What is it? Aspirin? Yeah, sure, no problem. Took it, took a drank down, and I said, actually, what was that? He's like, oh, no, nothing, don't worry about it, it's fine. And it was like Graball or something, that makes you really drowsy. And literally, I was like Mr. T in the A-Team, like when they fly. I literally was like, I was like, and they were like, the three of them were like, wow, that was like the most peaceful, quietest flight we've ever had. And I was like, you guys totally drugged me. That is not nice. So yeah, definitely think. Did I ever tell you guys about Holden MacPhillips? Does anybody know about Holden MacPhillips? Just on the subject of, I know we have more questions, so I won't ramble on too much about it. But we're big practical jokers on Sanctuary, and Martin Wood is always giving me a hard time. He'll be like, okay, if I'm the podium here, right? He'll be like, oh, all right. He'll call cut and be like, oh, that was great, that was great. And the whole crew and all the actors are here, and I'm standing here. And he'd be like, oh my God, you guys, that was so great. Everybody standing on this side of my hands was amazing. Like he does this, and it's like the first 1,000 times it was funny, and then it gets to the point where we're like, Martin, jeez, come on, Or he'd be like, cut, that was great, everyone, except Robin. Let's move on. Just like constantly. So I thought of a way to get him back one day. I came up with this character named Holden MacPhillips, who was this old, like 83-year-old, old Hollywood guy who has a real estate company, but he also wants to be a film producer. And I set up a fake Hotmail account, and I just started emailing Martin Wood incessantly from this character. And it started off by saying, dear Mr. Woods, not his name. I got your email address from Damien Kindler, and we met at Comic-Con, and I'm very excited to work with you. I have some film projects that I've been developing that I think are going to be really good. And one of them was called Ginkgo Balboa, and basically it was another movie in the Rocky franchise where they take Rocky's brain. And it's set way in the future, and they put his brain inside a fighting robot, like 300 years into the future. And I had this whole premise set up, right? And I just kept emailing Martin all the time. And then I started sending him bouquets of flowers. I know, this is insane. I have too much time on my hands. What I would do is I would call the florist and I would say, okay, I gotta explain something to you. I want to order some flowers, but I don't want them to look nice. And the woman would be like, excuse me? Yeah, no. I want them to look like if an insane person was to make a bouquet of flowers. I want you to do it like that. And the first time the first bouquet came, they were huge. They were like from the table to here. There was pink and red and plastic ones, and it was just ridiculous, right? And I said, dear Mr. Woods, I'm coming back to Comic-Con this year. We look forward to meeting up with you. And I said, I understand you're staying at the XYZ hotel, and lo and behold, I'm going to stay at the XYZ hotel as well, right? So this huge bouquet of flowers. I saw Martin was in his office, but we can see into his office. Damien and I were sitting in the conference room right outside the office. When those flowers came in, I literally had to run away because I was crying with laughter. And then I said to Damien, I said, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And Damien said, let me go and just ask him who they're from. So he walks up and says, hey man, we got the new rewrites on the new episodes coming out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, who are these flowers from? And Martin goes, oh, nobody. I said, oh my God. So now I've gotten to his head. So then I went out we were at lunch, like days and days later. I mean, I just kept this going, and I kept like pitching him these like ridiculous movie ideas, and like, you know, just sending him treatments for stuff, and it was just like, it just got way too, like, the joke just got bigger and bigger. And then we were on lunch one day, and Carol, our publicist for the show, she sits down, and she doesn't have any idea what's going on. And she says, you know, God, I'm a little concerned about Martin. And I said, why? And she said, well, you know, we were going to Comic-Con in the next few days, and she said, he called me yesterday and said, asked me if I'd made the hotel arrangements for Comic-Con. And he said that he wanted to check in under an alias. I said, what? And she said, yeah, he just, like, he said, you know, just wanted to check in under an alias. He never wants to do that. Then I started going, oh my God, now he's starting to get really scared. And I felt guilty for like 2 seconds. And then I let her in on it, and I said, you know who that is? It's me. Like, you know, you're Holden MacPhillips? Says, yeah, I'm Holden MacPhillips. So then after our panel last year at Comic-Con, I had somebody go up to Martin and say, Martin, there's someone outside who wants to talk to you. I believe his name is Holden MacPhillips. And literally, Martin's face goes white. He goes, oh God, I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to tell this old man that I don't want to do his movies. And then literally he comes out the door, and I'm standing there with the video camera, and I said, I gotcha. And Martin was like, first of all, he's like, what? That's you? And I said, yep. Actually, what I said was, everyone standing on this side of my hands just got totally burned. And he said, wow, you know, God, that was the best practical joke. You know, wait a second. This has been going on for 2 years. I said, oh yeah, it has. He said, you know, you might have a little too much time on your hands. That's like serial killer stuff. Anyway, yeah. So those are the kind of things that we do. I mean, there's all kinds of other stuff. You know, I'm the reason why everybody's computer in the office are like passworded, and there's passwords on the passwords and stuff, because I'll go in and update people's statuses on the, like, I've done it to Damien so many times where, like, you know, Damien Kindler's getting his nipples pierced, you know, like his like Facebook status and stuff. So. And the problem with being the practical joker is that you just, you know, you have to keep getting better and better, because people start getting, like, you know, really, you know, they get cagey. They get onto you, you know. So I have to start. I actually, with the Holden MacPhillips thing, I was actually considering hiring an actor. You know, just hiring a guy, just like fall apart around, like, just for days, and just giving him his own phone number, and, you know, but, yeah, maybe next time. Anyway, oh God, we have 5 minutes left. So sorry. Does anybody have any more questions? I'm sure.